G'day folks, I'm SwiftJar and I hope you're all doing very well.
Hello!
Welcome back to the analysis and comparison series. This series is where we explore the history of a track from the Mario Kart series and analyse all the changes it has experienced over the years. As per the title, today we're going to be taking a tour through Berlin Byways. Please know you can use the timestamps below to skip to any certain point of the video, including the giveaway at the end, and of course our new memberships we now have available. So grab your suitcase, beware of the Whomps, and let's explore this German city. Berlin Byways debuted a Mario Kart Tour during the Metropolitan Tour in 2021. As per its naming convention, it is based on the German capital city being Berlin. Berlin Byways and Mario Kart Tour have three unique routes, being Berlin Byways 1, Berlin Byways 2, and of course being Berlin Byways 3. Each track variant has you exploring different parts of the city and offering further insight into Germany's culture. One lap in particular lets you race past the iconic Berlin Wall. This time, however, it has some fun implications from the Mushroom Kingdom. It is completely covered in Mario street art. As I said in my London Loop track analysis, one thing I love about the city tracks is being able to learn more about a city, and also being able to recall famous landmarks and locations. I am super happy to say that Berlin Byways does not disappoint here. There are so many locations and structures to name throughout all three track variants. I mean, check out this Reddit user's post. There are literally so many real life counters fitted here. Seriously, well done for picking these all up. This is super impressive. I've gone ahead and linked the Reddit post in the description below. I really advise checking it out for yourself. I'm also relying heavily on the Mario Kart Tour Wikipedia page for this video, especially when referring to specific names and the course's overview. So a massive shout out is definitely needed for everyone who writes on the Wikipedia page, and I've gone ahead and put the link in the description below. Berlin Byways 1 starts out on a bridge next to the Berlin Cathedral, facing away from the Brandenburg Gate. As soon as Lap 2 declares the race underway, drivers take a right curb where they pass the Rotsrathaus and race past the Berlin Wall. What I love here is that the Berlin Wall was covered in Mario street art, and the holes in the wall are covered by falling Whomps. Shortly after passing the wall, racers have a choice to drive beside or under the Oberbahn Bridge, where drivers will eventually turn right before passing the Schiller Monument. At the Schiller Monument, racers are presented with a choice to go left or right around it. Despite what choice they make, they will eventually meet up where they drive down a staircase leading to a small dirt path in the Tiergarten. After curving through the parklands and taking in all the natural sights, racers will eventually drive on a long road leading to the Brandenburg Gate. Drivers will then go straight through the gate, avoiding the Thwomps, where they will return back to the finish line. Berlin Byways 2 once again starts out on a bridge next to the Berlin Cathedral. This time though, racers are facing towards the Brandenburg Gate rather than away from it. As soon as the race begins, drivers head straight toward the Brandenburg Gate. Immediately, drivers have an option to use a glide ramp to fly through the gates or to drive straight through it like in Berlin Byways 1. Either option has racers heading down a highway, which has several stationary cars. Eventually, racers head through the Tiergarten and make a sharp right-hand turn where the Berlin Victory Column resides. They will then make an S-curve into a train station. Drivers here have the choice to drive on the tracks, enter the train, or can even take the island platform. After a few more S-curves, racers will pass behind the Berlin Cathedral, notice the Berlin Television Tower in the background, and head back towards the finish line to do it all over again. Berlin Byways 3 is the first track in Mario Kart Tour which featured moving traffic. That included trucks and cars. Berlin Byways 3 starts out in a different starting location when compared to Berlin Byways 1 and 2. More specifically, Berlin Byways 3 starts out on the highway next to the Tiergarten. As soon as the race begins, drivers head straight towards the Berlin Victory Column and take a sharp turn left, before heading right as they approach the Tempodrom. Drivers then pass several notable locations including the Berlin Zoo and the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church. After winding through the streets of Berlin for a little bit longer, they will eventually return back to the start to do it all over again. Thanks to Nintendo's Wave 3 announcement trailer, we now know that Berlin Byways is set to feature in Mario Kart Deluxe. It will be the first track in the Moon Cup. Much like the other city tracks in Mario Kart Deluxe, Berlin Byways will have races exploring a new route with each lap. At this point in time, it is currently unclear on how each lap will play out. However, I strongly point you in Mankalor's direction for a better idea. From the footage we have seen so far, it is clear that this is the combined and expanded version of Mario Kart Tour's Berlin Byways. We know officially that the race will begin on the bridge next to the Berlin Cathedral, much like Berlin Byways 1 and 2. It most closely resembles Berlin Byways too. This is because races are facing towards the Brandenburg Gate, and of course there's no Thwomps present. Berlin Byways has received a major visual upgrade when compared to its Mario Kart Tour counterpart. Aside from the visuals, there are several significant changes made in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's version of Berlin Byways. Let's go ahead and start with the Berlin Wall. The road now appears to have cracks in it where the Whomps come down and land. You can even trick off the Whomp to be launched super high in the air, which is hilarious to see. At this point in time, it is currently unknown which route will be taken after drivers pass underneath the Brandenburg Gate at the start. It is worth pointing out though that on the first lap, there is only a boost panel beneath the gate, but on the second lap, there appears to be a glide ramp present beneath the gate. Not only that, but on the third lap, there appears to be Thwomps beneath it and perhaps an alternative route on the left. The third lap seemingly follows the first Berlin Byways route, meaning racers are heading in the opposite direction. This is where they'll pass the Berlin Wall and other locations. Thanks to Iceville Cheese in the Swift Cafe Discord, who provided a screenshot of the Berlin Byways map. And also a big thanks to Shy Guy Timmy, who pointed out there is a path on Berlin Byways that is unused in Tour. Make sure you're in the Swift Cafe Discord to join in on all the discussion, race in our upcoming time trial competitions, and even feature in a future SwiftJar video. The link's in the description below. It's good to see that the moving cars are back from Berlin Byways 3, and it appears there is plenty more spectators this time around lining the streets. And that's all the changes that I could spot in Berlin Byways. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about Berlin Byways coming to Mario Kart Deluxe, and of course if I did miss anything. As mentioned earlier, memberships are also now available on this channel, and the giveaway will be going live on my community tab on December the 8th. Just make sure you subscribe so you're in the running. Please remember to like the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to be sure you don't miss the other track analysis videos.
Thank you!
Until next time, take care and goodbye.